So I'm with Bina, and we're talking about stress and how people are stressed, and the work that you do. You're a Tai Chi instructor and help people through stress. So I'm asking you, how do you think America compared to China is when stressed? We talked about how everything doesn't matter. They're just living for the day, pretty much, and getting food that they need for the day. Mm-hmm. In America, we're so uptight because we are workaholics and we have to have so much stuff.
Has so much stuff, and then we worry too much about tomorrow, and we forgot about being one cell and togetherness, and everybody's so individual instead of being together as a community, help each other out.
Right. That's what you're talking about, knocking on people's doors and just asking for something. In America, we have fear.
Fear. What if they don't like what I ask? If you don't ask, you just don't knock on the door. You never know.
Right.
If you stay in the home all the time, no friend's gonna knock on your door and say, "Can I be your friend?"
Well, not in America. They won't anymore.
No. I just go knock on the door and say, "Here, I live in your neighborhood."
But you said you're Cantonese, and you were there until you were almost 20, right?
Yeah, 19.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So your core was built before you came to America.
My early year of young adult, yeah.
And what do you think are there classes in, like, Cantonese people? You know how there's social classes in the United States? Mm-hmm. Is that same thing there?
In Cambodia, yes, of course. There's a class between the rich and poor, and if you're poor, you'll be way in the bottom. But it's a little bit different from Chinese. Chinese, they go by the family name.
Yeah.
Right. In Cambodia, it's more like, all right, you make a name of yourself, be someone, they recognize who you are, and then they put you on pedestal right away.
And then you move up to that higher class?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So anybody has the option to be there then?
You could.
If you work hard enough.
You work hard enough, but you have to know someone too. Yeah.
Just like anywhere then.
Yeah. But, for example, like arranged marriage, for example. Because I was poor, nobody wants to come ask me to marry their son, for example. And I was always very different. I determined I don't like that kind of class separation, and I want to be someone. So I worked so hard to be someone, so I get a good job. And back then, I got a job with the U.S. Embassy. Oh, back then, boy, she works for the American Embassy. Knock on her door, her mom asked to get her to marry my son. I just said no.
That sounds like you.
I said no, so I chose my own.
So did you come to America on your own, or did family move?
I came with my ex-husband.
Ah.
Yeah, we came together.
He was Cantonese then?
Not Cantonese, Cambodian.
Cambodian. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, Cambodian. Yeah, Cambodian is just like Thai, Lao.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Cambodian too. We work together.
And you both moved to the U.S.?
Yeah. We all start from, we came with a bag of clothes on our back.
Not like what we're traveling with on this trip.
Oh, on this trip, no. We have enough for the whole year. Yeah. But same thing, that's all I have an attitude built from there. And when I live in New York State for a long time, and then I decided to move to Arizona. People ask me, what if you don't like Arizona? I said, who's going to stop me?
I love it.
Yeah. It's only you stop yourself. Happy or not happy.
Right.
Yeah. And you're always part of me, so I always start from scratch. Even my own insurance business, I start from zero. I build it up. And after 18 years, I built enough I can sell it.
Sold your business?
I sold my business, yeah.
Wow. To retire?
I retired, yeah. And I come to Arizona. I didn't know anybody.
And you came by yourself, or you were married at the time?
I came with my second husband. So I started from scratch. I didn't know anybody. I make friends, go to the Y.
That's why you had to knock on doors in your neighborhood.
Yeah, that's right. So make friends, and then from there, when they ask me how I build my qigong class, is build a community. It's only like-hearted people that come together to do this kind of practice, and keep growing and growing because they all we call our chi tribe.
Yep.
And I'm very happy. Everybody help each other out.
So, if you had to sum up from what you've seen from your past and just growing up in Cambodia to moving to the U.S. and having your experience in New York and then Arizona, through all that time, you've seen lots of people with stress, either financial stress or family stress or marital stress. You've experienced it yourself, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the people you work with, all the people come to your Tai Chi and Qigong classes. What do you think there's one main thing that's stressing people out?
Yeah. Stress is always try to do things for other people instead of focus from the inner self. Work from the inside out.
Wise words.
Yeah, a lot of time we put a bandage on it, hoping the wound will heal on its own, instead allow the wound open up to natural way to heal. And sometimes we just don't take care of ourselves. We keep bundled up. To be lowering your stress is to recognize your issues and to accept, and then also working on it by, what's the word? Recognize, accept, be true, be free. Easy said than done, but it takes time to recognize it.
Yes, it does.
If you don't recognize it, if you recognize but you still don't accept it, the stress will always be there.
You know, what we are focusing on in the healstress.com website is seasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we are relating the recognizing that is as fall, like the fall of your life, like autumn.
Yeah.
It's when you're like, oh, hey, something's not right,
Mm-hmm.
and I just don't feel this isn't right. You just know it, but you maybe don't know even what it is. Like you said, so once you recognize it,
acknowledge it.
Yeah. And then you move into winter, which would be maybe the acknowledgement part. Like, you lived in New York, so you know winters are cold and harsh.
Yeah.
Now Arizona,
hot.
But that winter time is like harsh or a desert experience, which would be more like Arizona, like the dryness of but you have to get through it to get to spring.
Yeah.
And our whole concept is like getting people to move through that whatever big stress they have in their life at that moment, and it changes. We have new stresses all the time, but if it's the death of a loved one or a move or a divorce or a sickness or whatever it might be, how do you get from fall, the recognizing part, to the deep winter where you're alone and you have to just hammer through and work through it on your own by yourself?
Yeah.
Do the work, and then you get the reward of spring. I come out of this as spring.
Yeah, and one thing I remember, I used to be tired and miserable with my old job, and I remember my old friend shared me a word of wisdom. She said, Bina, doesn't matter what jobs you have. You could be a doctor, a lawyer, and so on. After a while, it's boring. You have to make it interesting. If you're stressed out, gratitude is an antidote to all the stress and depression. Looking for a way to be grateful for. What are you grateful for today? And you're looking for way to blame, you're going to find fault. And you're looking for the result, you're going to find solution. And I love that. Yeah. Sometimes we think that, poor me. But look at a third world country. There's so much.
That's what we saw there.
Yeah.
When people were wheeling and dealing with it. Just kind of made me frustrated. I'm like, look at these people in this, basically a sweatshop sewing these shoes. These tiny little sewing machines all lined up. Or like if you run along the alleyways and saw this tiny little sewing machine shops. Did you see those? They're like a doorway is the width of the whole shop. It was like 4 feet by 2 feet. It was tiny. And this poor old woman was
This
sewing.
lady sweeping the sidewalk.
Like that.
She's smiling with no teeth. She's happy.
Picture.
And that's what a picture I want to be with.
Yeah, that's.
And she has so much to be grateful for. And
She's not worried about all the stuff.
not stuff. So
Oh,
that's
a
my
great
picture.
That's
Yeah.
a great picture.
yeah, those are the words I remind myself.
Wonderful.
Gratefulness.
Gratitude.
Yep. Thank you.